was like, oh, I want a doggy. Actually, I want two of them. Hey everybody, welcome back. Andrew here. We are on the xBCraft server. Time to get started on some more building off of our boardwalk that we created last time. And yeah, it's been a few days since I've been able to do anything here. Just you know, life has a way of intervening and messing up all your plans. So I feel like I've been away for ages. It's been so long. I've been itching to get started on some new projects. So as you can see behind me, last time we finished off the Nano farm, but I came back afterwards and I made a couple of additions, and I want to show them to you. Check this out. Just a little bit of interior decoration. I have some new banners that I created here. There's a handy dandy little website out there, and I'll put I'll put it in the description below. And also I'll give links to these banners specifically. But this is some carrots, which is for these two. This is wheat for these two chests, and that is a potato for those two chests right there. So I just thought that was neat. Instead of having a whole bunch of item frames everywhere, because I believe item frames actually can, when you have enough of them, can add to lag on the server, and I don't want to be accused of doing that. So I believe banners are a little better. So yeah, I went and I crafted these three. I thought they were pretty neat, so I just wanted to show them to you. So what we're going to get going on this episode, this round, is we have right here, as you can see, the Enchantment Shoppe. And I think what we're going to get going is this guy right here. We need to do some enchanting. As you can see, I've got 44 levels here. I want to get some books. I have been, maybe you recall from the last couple of episodes, I have been griping and complaining that I just am not getting much luck when it comes to unbreaking. And I need to get some books and whatnot with unbreaking the enchantment, so I can start doing up my tools. Like this guy, look, no unbreaking. You know, some of them, I think, yeah, like here, my pants, no unbreaking. And so yeah, a couple of there are like that. But and I also have some more tools back over in the surf shack there that also are missing unbreaking, and need to remedy that. So I've already gone ahead and got a whole bunch of the supplies we need for the enchanting room that I want to make. It's going to be a variable or dialable enchanting station. It's going to be pretty cool. And I've also gone ahead and made some banners for some decoration, and we are going to use, it says blue, but because it's stained, it kind of comes out a purple. But I thought purple is great for enchanting, for mystical, all that kind of stuff. I think purple would be great color for it. So these are the supplies for the base enchanting station, but we're also gonna do some sprucing it up, do some pure beautification on it, do some neat stuff in there. But we'll get going on that in a little bit. There is one thing that I happened to notice. I hopped on the server briefly the other day, and we need to pay a visit. There is a little store in there, and I thought, or did I put it over here? Oh, yep, here it is. And that I need 2 name tags. What I want to do here is I want to put 1 name tag. I'm going to call one Miskyyy, the other Merlin. Okay, so we've got those 2. And from there, I want to take 2 diamonds. And I'm going to have my book and quill. All right, let's go to town, and you'll see what it is that I'm doing. And like I said, I hopped on the server the other day, and I happened to notice this little shop that I didn't notice before, because shame on me, and I apologize to Rain, or he likes to go by Storm now. but because we had that Mojang allowed us to everybody to change their game names, so a lot of people did, and Rain was one of them. So he went from Rain to Storm, and I don't really make it over this way that often. I go over there to the community farms. You can see the weed, and there's the what do you call that, the reeds and whatnot. But I never really come back over this direction. And I happen to notice, so this is temporary, but it's Storm's wolf shop. I was like, oh, I want a doggy. Actually, I want two of them. So what I'm going to do is I need to, well, here, let's take a look at the directions here. And where did they go? Oh, I hate the direction. Oh, okay, I picked it up. All right. So let's put that here, and we shall check them out. So, Storm's Wolf Shop. Hello there. I don't actually know. Well, I try to do an accent, and it always fails. So I'm just going to read it. I'll let Storm continue to like me for not trying to impersonate him. So, hello there, and welcome to Stormblaze's Wolf Shop. We were founded back in 2010 to bring the people of Techno Buffalo MC server some wolves into their lives. Our founder, Wolfstorm, continues that legacy here on the xBCrafted server. Prices: unnamed wolf, 1 diamond. Named wolf, 3 diamonds. Note: prices will vary depending on shop customer satisfaction and rates. See, now I am providing the name tags, so I think that might have included the name tag. So hover over for information. How do I make an order? Well, I guess it's like craft a book and add it to the orders. The orders here in this chest. Making a payment, put the payments into the payment here in this chest. Orders must include name, location, named yes or no, other details. Thanks for shopping with Is Storm Ring. So what we are going to do, oops, wait, let's put that back. Oop, I did it again. Put that back, and there. So what I am going to do is take a book and say Andrew R. 73. I would like 2 named wolves, and I am providing the name tags, Miskyyy and Merlin, also including 2 diamonds. Okay, yes, there's no spell check on this. There we go. And my big old meat sausages love to hit the wrong keys at all the wrong times. So, also including 2 diamonds for your services. Okay, so let's see. Please bring to my surf shack. All right. Okay, and the thanks. Okay. Done. All right. So we can put that in here. We'll do the orders go in here, the book, and we'll put the 2 name tags. Now, the reason Miskyyy and Merlin, because they are 2 dogs of mine. Unfortunately, they have both. They are previous dogs of mine, I should say. They are no longer with me, and they were 2 of the best dogs that I ever had. I really enjoyed my time with them. So in their honor, I want to have, and Miskyyy was a girl and Merlin was a boy, but here on the server, that doesn't really come into play. But so in their honor, I'd like 2 dogs. There's the order, so we'll do that. I guess those are those hoppers? Yep. And orders there. Payment. There you go. And plop plop. There goes the payment. Bye-bye. So, okay. So that, we'll see how long that takes. And looks like we also have a bookstore from Sylvie. Looks like he has 1 diamond books are in here. 3 diamond books are in there. And we have regular 2 diamond books in there. And so, oh, so there's some unbreakings, respirations, more unbreakings. So somebody's been a little bit more lucky with the unbreakings than I have. Okay, well, hey, great. Never know. Might work up some trades with them. Or I can buy them. But like I said, we're going to set up our own enchantment shop over here. And we're going to do something. This is pretty much what I had in mind for my enchantment shop on the boardwalk. So Sylvie, if you're watching, I hope you don't mind that we're going to have a couple of shops very similar in nature. But that's the way it goes. So we're going to head back to over here to the surf shack, collect our stuff up, and we're going to get to work on the enchantment shop. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, everybody, you can see we're back at the surf shack here. I just spent some time growing and chopping up a whole bunch of spruce wood, because we're going to need that for the supports for our next building here. And I think so we'll go ahead and grab let's say 4 stacks of that, and put that back there. And I'm thinking we might go ahead and do the flooring and maybe some of the walls and whatnot. But I'm thinking dark oak, which will go nice with the purple, because I want it to look dark without actually, like, you know, being dark, because we're gonna have glowstone and some other stuff in there. So, which reminds me, I probably should go grab some of that right now. Alright, so we got some glowstone, and I think we have enough of the other stuff. So we're going to go ahead with what we got right there. With that wood, we'll head back over here to the craft station. Or, I'm sorry, the enchantment shop. I keep saying craft station. I don't know why I do that. My brain. So this is what we're going to do. So now I'm going to get started. What I'm going to do, just like we did with the Nano farm, I'm going to run the supports in the corners, or build it up, and we're going to bring it to 1 level right below the boardwalk here, and that'll be where the floor will be. I'm thinking we might have a little area out front here, kind of like we did on the Nano farm. Then we'll have another little area to sit out front. But at least, so I'm going to get that going, and we'll be back, and we'll check our progress. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, everybody, we're back. You can see I have the floor laid in. We've got our vertical supports in the corners. I just kind of tagged in the horizontal runs there just to get them started. And I've started laying the, well, it looks purple, but it's blue stained clay, but purple it is. So this is in. We've got our little connection to the boardwalk. I was thinking this might be a little porch out front. We can have a couple of little seating areas, maybe a table or something like that. I don't know. We'll take a look at that when we get there. That's down the road a little bit. So in here, this is where the enchantment station is going to be. We're going to have the enchantment table will be right about over in this area, and there'll be the bookshelves going around, and there'll be some other stuff. And like I said, I mentioned that this is going to be a dialable or a adjustable enchantment station. So stick around for that. You'll see what I mean. If you haven't seen one of these before, it's really, really cool. So yeah, so we're going to get going on that on the next step, and we'll be back in a little while with some more progress. Okay, back in a little bit. Hey everybody, look at that. Okay, this is basically the enchanting station. For the most part, this is it. The rest of this is going to be, you know, the shop. We're going to try to, you know, I keep saying spruce it up a little bit, but, you know, some pertification, beautification, whatnot. We'll do some things. I have an idea for once we enchant things and offer things that are already enchanted. We can offer them for sale or trade or whatnot. And that'll kind of be in this area over here, but we'll have like a little lobby. I'm going to do something with the floor, I think. I don't think I'm going to leave it this dark oak. I want it to be kind of dark in here, you know, that ooh, mystical kind of thing. But the dark oak just, it's not doing it for me. So I don't know. I might try carpet. I might try either coal blocks or maybe black wool. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, let's take a look at what we got here. If you haven't seen this before anywhere, I built one of these in my Moonlight series. I had one in my base there. But basically, the issue that you run into with enchanting is that in order to get higher enchants, you have to have bookcases. I mean, this is pretty rudimentary stuff. And as you see, I have 48 levels. So the highest level that you can get an enchant is a level 30 enchant. You have to have 30 levels of XP. So that would be down here. I don't have anything to throw in here at the moment. But these, you have 3 different levels of enchants. And the more bookcases you have within a 1 block, you know, you go the enchantment station table, 1 block here, and then I got a bookcase. So these 2 bookcases are feeding this enchantment table here some knowledge, and so I can get level, I don't remember what it was, like a maximum level 4 or 5. I don't know. You put in the comments, you can correct me on that. But I have more than just the basic enchants of the book alone. So but if you have all of your books around, well, you know, you get well, you're going to get the maximum level enchant that you have XP for. But let's say there's always some debate about the various levels, that if you only have, you know, half the bookcases, you get these certain enchants at level 12 and level 16 and I don't know. So basically, this enchanting station will allow you to dictate or dial in, tweak, to adjust how many bookshelves you want your enchantment station to have at any given time. And we do that by turning this little dial. Turn dial, increase levels. So what it is each turn, or each tick on this little dial, adds 1 more set of, you know, vertical column of bookcases. And eventually, as we turn it all the way, you'll see that all of the bookcases are now in place. So now, if I actually had something, I apologize about that, I could have put something in that enchanting station for you to see. But now you would get the maximum level enchant as your third option down here. You would have that as your option. And then 1 more turn resets the whole system. This little lever right here, though, is just a quick override. You flip that and everything goes in at 1 shot. Turn it back off, they all go back away. And I provide a tool bench and an anvil there. I'm sorry, crafting bench, but in an anvil, just in case you want to do some to do any crafting or any repairs, anything like that, or if you get a couple of things, you can use the anvil to combine them, that kind of thing. So I also added 3 chests over here, and I think what I'm going to do is this could just be like if you want to just do a wooden tool or some kind of crappy tool, enchant that to cycle the enchants that are available. You can just come over here, throw it in the chest, you know, just drop it in there. That way it's there for, and I might put some wood, some tools, some cobble, some things like that in here, and just say, hey, you know, make yourself some stuff if you need to, you know, to cycle that enchant. But if you're curious how this works, real quick, it's very, very simple. This item frame, with one of the latest, I think it was with the 1.8 or maybe it was a 1.7, the update for Minecraft, they made it so this item frame, as you turn something in the item frame, as you spin the object, doesn't matter what the object is, but as you spin it, it changes the signal length. You get a signal of length 1, length 2, length 3, so on, as you spin this guy around. So, and that is where these two comparators, they pick up on that signal length, and depending on how far it is, you can see this signal right now is at a signal length 1, if you will. And so these two comparators, they pump that signal out, they pull it from the item frame, pump it out, and I have a signal length 1, so it is powering into this block, which is as far as it goes. It goes right here and stops. Okay, now we always want at least 2 bookshelves in there. Yeah, just so that you always have at least the minimum enchant levels. Now you can see, but that the signal stops right there. So now if I come over here and I spin that or turn that one more length, now you can see this the length has changed to a signal length of 2, if you will. So now we have 1, 2. So these 2 blocks are powered. I'll come over here. Let's just do it to signal length 4, all right, just to make this a little simple. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as the signal goes. And you can see that it's not on, all right? We don't have that little guy lit up saying that power is going out. So we have right here, you got the 4 is as far as it goes, so it powers these 3 pistons, and then the signal stops, doesn't go any further. Now, because we have comparators, and comparators will put out a little bit of a signal, we've got it so that that signal length just stops right here, and none of these are powered. If we turn that dial one more, that would be enough to power this block, which has an input, then this is an output, powers this, input, output, blah, 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 blah. And then we'd have a signal length just long enough to power the next block, which would power this piston, and so forth. It's really, really simple. It's pretty elegant, pretty simple, pretty compact, and it works very well. And now that lever right here that powers the whole system, and I'll reset this so that you can see it, is under this block. That lever is right here. So when we throw that lever, it is a full strength signal. It's like, I mean, it's full blown on, and that powers this redstone dust and powers all the way down here. This is within the 16 block limit, so it powers all of these, and at the same time it comes out of here and it powers this line, which comes over here and powers these 3 pistons, so it ends up turning on all of the bookcases in one shot. So it's kind of an override, if you will. So that's how this system works. It's really cool. I really love it. I just like it. It's got a little bit of pizzazz. It's got a little style to it. I think it's pretty cool. So now what I'm going to do lastly is get this building finished. We're going to finish the walls, finish the roof. I'm thinking I'll put a wall back here with like a little employees only door kind of thing there. We'll see if we can't get this out here in front, and then finish up the front here. I'll do all that here off camera, and we'll be back in a little bit and I'll show you that progress. Hey everybody, we're back and it is all done. It is done. The enchanting building is complete. Are you ready for the reveal? All right, let's take a look. Up the stairs, open the little gate, and oh, look at that. Look at that. I went ahead and put some slabs across the top so guys like that don't spawn up there. I changed the bottom to match the trim, so it has a little unified look, top and bottom. But it is complete. I've put some banners. These are the moon and stars going around the outside of the moon there. I thought that was really neat. Took me a little while to come up with that design. I went ahead and to give it a little bit more of a mystical look to it, little theme, I went ahead with the item frame and the little torch holder kind of idea. I still haven't thought of what I'm going to do out here. I may take care of that a little later, but it's not really important to the overall completion of the shop here. But so I carried the torch theme all the way through, as you can see. Some furniture, little decor, some tables, kind of like when you go to like, well, I don't know. For me, it's like you go to the Verizon store, you go to the cell phone store, and they've got these little tables that you kind of congregate around and whatnot. So it's like just a little inspiring. Also, it was a way to put lighting in the floor and not make it stand out too much. But so we've got our the enchanting area back here like we saw before. I got these chests. This top one is full of paper, so if you want to come by and craft up some books and whatnot, you can do that. This one is empty. Could be for storage for anything that you need. I just threw some extra bows down here if somebody wanted to try to enchant some bows on their own. But the shop part of this is right here. I have a bunch of items that I've deemed 1 diamond value, 2 diamond of value, 3 diamond of value, and then these here are pretty much name your price. It's just the stuff. It's like, hey, you can take it, and whatever you feel it's worth, just go ahead and drop it into the payment chest. And the payment chest over here, you can put something in it, and bloop, it goes away. And then I'll collect that. That'll be for me. I'll periodically check that, and I'll periodically keep these things stocked up. So for example, like 3 diamonds, I have a lot of books in here. I've got, I tried to put all the stuff like Fortune 3s and Depth Strider 3s and anything that had, Feather Falling 4, all the good stuff. If it had at least one of the highest sought after things, it landed into the Diamond 3. But I also have some bows here, like an Unbreaking 3, Power 4, Flame 1, Infinity. So I have some items in here, 2 diamonds. I even have a couple of fishing poles if the people are interested in that. Some more books with efficiencies, Aqua Infinity, sharpnesses, Fortune 2s, all that kind of stuff, as well as bows and whatnot. So there's the Diamond 1 level are just some of your more basic bows. But they're all either perfect or they're real high in durability still. And same thing, we got some more books here. Oh, wait a minute, these those are not worth a diamond. No, those were meant to be over here. If you want them, I pretty much could take those. So that is my shop here, and I just have this little bit so I can get back here for my for the employees only area kind of section. I may do a little lounge or something back here. I don't know. We'll see. So and I also threw down an ender chest so that this is my stuff that I carry with me from time to time as I'm mining or doing whatever. But this is an ender chest so that they can throw their stuff, their lapis, their tools, or whatever, put it in their ender chest, come over here, pop it out, and then do whatever they need to. So I'm really, really pleased with this shop. So it is our second completed shop on the Boardwalk. It is the Enchanting shop. I need to maybe come up with a catchy name for it. If you have an idea, throw it in the comments. Let me know. I'll take the best one that anybody offers, and I'll use that for the naming it. So because this is just the Nano farm, and if you think of a better name for this, hey, let me know as well. So we've got a Nano farm, we've got an enchanting station, and what is left to do here, at least on this stretch, is the cobblestone generator, which I do have an idea to take it beyond just the standard little cobble generator I was originally thinking of. I do have an improvement I want to make on that. And this guy is the Brewmasters. I'm really, really looking forward to this one because I've got some ideas that I want to do here I think will be really cool. Yeah, so that'll probably be the next episode. But for now, let's I think we're going to call this one good. I really like this shop here that we did. It came out fantastic. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys once again for watching and joining me for this video. If you have any comments, suggestions, throw it in there into the comments area. I love to get your feedback. It makes the channel better. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like, the subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Have them come join me, join you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.